Can you like stop watching Schitt's Creek for 2 seconds? I'm like,
Oh,
really? Did you not watch our episode? Hello and welcome to the House of Purl podcast, episode 12. My name is Allison.
I'm Erin.
And today, what is the date today? Monday, January 24th. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have this out soon. Maybe I won't. Thank you to everyone who watched our last episode, even though we filmed it a month ago and it took a long time. I could see, I was looking at myself as I was editing and I was like, she looks like death warmed up. Like I did not look good. And then like I had a lot of makeup on, but as I'm watching it, I'm just like when I get tired, like my left eye doesn't open and it's like this open and the whole thing. And I'm like, 2 days later, I got sick and it was just like a month of just me being out of it. Hopefully we'll get this one edited and out a little bit quicker. I'm kind of enjoying the Zoom situation we've got going. It's definitely not great quality on the camera, but whatever. And the audio is not that great, but
you know what?
We're here for what we can get.
Yeah.
Our interaction is more important than how good it looks. So
yeah.
Should we get into finished objects first?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can show off my 2 things that I have done. So the last time on the podcast, I pulled up yarn that I was gonna make socks for Jacob with, and here are the socks.
Oh my God, you already finished them?
I already finished them. Well, because like going home for Christmas, we got a lot of quality time. I had to start one of these. I had to redo it like 6 times. It was really annoying. I was having so much trouble with it, but like, they
look good.
So these are large socks. I don't like making socks for him.
Wait, so do Jacob and I have matching socks right now?
Yes, you guys do. He specifically looked at me the other day and he's like, we match too much already. If we get handmade sweaters, we cannot have the same sweater. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, you have matching socks with Erin. I was like, socks are different, okay? These things weigh 100 grams exactly, which is how much the one skein weighs. So I'm very proud of myself. You got the heel flap, the gusset, the heel turn. Can I just look at that?
It looks really good though.
Yeah, right? And there's dog hair all over it. Lovely. More finished socks.
Woo! Sock lady.
I know. I'll just explain it. This is a sock that I made with just waste yarn from my socks from before. I did what I thought was like a good length, and then I did a heel flap and gusset, and then I started the foot, but I didn't finish it so that any size person could put their foot in there and like be like, oh yeah, this feels good. And then I could just do the length. That's kind of a good idea.
I think it's smart.
If you want socks, hit me up. Watch me get so sick of them, and I've promised them to everybody, and then
you're like, can't do that anymore.
Jacob's like, why are you looking at making sweaters? You've got a lot of socks to crank out, lady. And I was like,
but I feel like it's good to have different projects, you know?
It is. And I've got a lot of sock yarn to go through. I knit socks so fast now because they're on the 9-inch circulars, and I just like knit, and I love doing the heel turn and gusset, so it's fun. It's like a little race that I enjoy. Also, I've been keeping my socks in this.
Oh, cute.
Still not.
Mine's like that too.
But that's okay. Still works. Okay, the big finished object.
Woo!
You ready for this?
Yes.
Y'all ready for this? That's a fun story to tell people. We were driving in Pensacola. We went on a random radio station and it was playing that song on loop. We went on to it hours later and that song was still playing on loop. And I told Jacob about it. And a couple days later we went on and it was still on loop. And then I checked like a couple weeks later, I think, and it had stopped and it had just gone to like a weird talk radio thing that like sounded like a fake one. I don't know. Alien,
dude.
Okay, here is his sweater. It looks gray. It's green.
It's green. It looks so good.
I'm gonna put in some photos of it, but like, wow. wow, this collar, the fact that I just like made this up, like just cut in as I was knitting it, and then Frankensteined this collar onto it. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm just gonna go for it. And it turned out, and I was like, I'm a genius.
You're a pro. You know what you're doing.
No, it started like I went to go pick everything up and like do the math because it was off a little bit on the other pattern. Thankfully, it was the same author of the pattern. I just used 2 of her patterns, and I checked the gauge on that one, and it was with a little bit smaller yarn. And so I was like, okay, for every inch, that's how many stitches. And then I transferred it to this one. I picked up all the stitches on the neck, and I went, this is gonna work. This looks good. And then I started knitting the collar, and I was like, this looks good, like in the middle of it. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I was just following the pattern, but it worked out. It worked out. So
it looks so good.
I'm gonna put in some photos of it. I'm gonna critique it a little bit. Okay, so his shoulders, it goes like this, and then it like tapers out. They're set in sleeves, so it makes like yours is just straight across, right? Yeah, so it's just like a drop shoulder that I sewed in. So there was no like trying to make this curve match this curve. That was a little hard. So these look a little janky, but I'm still super proud of it. And other than that, there's just like a couple rows where I'm like, oh, your gauge looks a little wonky, you know, like it's not the best, but that's okay.
But like overall
looks
fantastic.
Yeah, we got to wear it out. We went and got some cider the other day, and yay. How's your sock coming along?
I've made 0 progress on my sock.
That's okay. You were kind of busy doing a lot of stuff, so.
I was busy during break, so I didn't get to knit. I also did something wrong with them, and I don't know what I did.
Oh no.
So yeah, they're gonna take some
fixing.
Because I think I might have, when I started doing just like the knitting, I think I might have started that with it inside out.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, it doesn't really matter though.
Like it's like messing up.
Okay, then something is wrong.
I think I did something else too.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what.
That's fine.
So they're on pause for right now.
That's okay.
I had wanted to get the square done for the blanket that I've been working on for like months and months and months, but I didn't. I'm so close. I probably have like 3 rows left. Probably able to sit down and do it. I'm gonna like sit down and do it, and I'll be like, this took me 5 minutes. Why didn't I just do it?
And then you'll be done, and then you'll have a finished object.
Yeah, and then next one I'll have a finished object. So
perfect.
Like, see, look at how big this is so close to being finished.
That is so close to being finished.
Why can I not just sit down and finish it?
It's sometimes super hard to like finish something.
Yeah.
You're like kind of overworking on it.
Hopefully next one I'll have that
next one. I have 2 works in progress.
Okay.
One of these socks. This is yarn that Sean gave to me for Christmas.
I love it.
Also, can we take a moment to appreciate how this little stripe worked up perfectly along the heel? Like I picked it up and it went, yeah, right?
We love to see that.
Yeah, so in real life, it's not really that pink. We love it. I have pink stripes, of course. So that's coming along. This sock yarn is very, very thick compared to the other stuff. These are more like hiking socks or like boot socks.
Okay, yeah.
I was sitting at Christmas at Jacob's aunt's house, and everyone's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm knitting Jacob's socks because they're really annoying me and I have to get them, like I have to work on them whenever I have a free moment. And Paul goes, oh, you're knitting Jacob's socks? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, put me on the list. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, you like, I want knitted socks. And I was like, okay.
I love it.
I gotta decide what socks to make for my father-in-law. No pressure. I think maybe these might be good.
I like those, yeah.
Yeah. He can't put them in the washing machine though. So I'll just tell him.
So don't mess them up.
My list went from like 3 people to like 11 real quick. So that's okay. I'm not that mad. And then my other work in progress is my sweater. I started my sweater.
Yay!
I'm doing that Tudor sweater. And I swatched 3 times. finally got it. It's knit in the round, and this is the bottom. 4 inches of ribbing, which is a lot, but so you knit it up, and then you actually pick up the sleeves, so I don't have to like sew anything together on this one.
Nice.
That's gonna be good. So I have some yarn left over from Jacob's sweater, so I think I'm gonna knit Cyrus' sweater. I found a good
I'm so
pattern
excited.
that's got ribbing on the chest, because her chest is so massive.
Yeah.
So I think, and then I'll take the cable pattern from that sweater and just put it onto hers.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. So you can't have matching sweaters with your wife, but you will with your dog.
Yeah. That's a different story though, Allison.
I know. I also want a matching sweater with both my dogs. So
I'm so excited. I see so many things on TikTok of like dogs and clothes, and I just like send them to you, or like right away I think of them. I'm like, oh my god, this would look so cute on Sully, or this.
I know. I mean, and I hand knit, so I might as well.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting! We're gonna go to our first yarn festival.
Yes.
We are signing up for learning to read your knitting and fixing mistakes in it, which I think will be good for both of us.
Obviously I need that because I don't know what I'm doing.
And it's good just to be able to, like, once you know how to read your knitting, it's like, it all starts coming together. You're like, whoa, okay.
Once I make a mistake though, I'm like texting you. I'm like, I need to FaceTime.
It's hard. It's hard to figure out what's going on. So hopefully this class will help with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If not, I mean, we can just go walk around and look at all the yarn. I need to figure out like what I'm gonna shop for and not just go like willy-nilly.
Crazy, yeah.
Our honeymoon is gonna be in Switzerland
Woo-hoo.
in the winter. And I said, he has a sweater. I need a honeymoon sweater, right?
Yeah.
So I need to make sure that I have like a good warm sweater.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the docket. That, and then, Sean's sweater. Let me tell you, being a knitter, you can just gift sweaters to people that you think are gonna enjoy them. So that'll be good. Yeah, I'm excited to go to my first yarn fiber festival.
I'm excited.
Jacob didn't realize that I'm doing a trip home specifically because of that. I solely was going home because of this festival. Knitting is my life, Jacob. I need to interact with people.
Obviously. Why would
So I need to get mom's machine serviced. And then I realized that, like, I think I started overthinking sewing. I have decided I'm going to make myself a canvas knitting bag that's like big enough for a sweater that I'm working on.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I can do my fun enamel pins.
Yes.
But I have my Delia Dietz, and I have Tim Curry as the Grand Wizard. I just decided I'm going to do a sweater bag. That's going to be my next thing.
Yes.
And then hopefully I'll get some more confidence back, and then I'll do some more sewing, because I really want to make my own clothes.
Me too.
Not much else. I have some knitting goals for 2022. One of my goals was to streamline the sock process and make everyone in my family wear knitted socks. I'm going to be that person. I'm just going to send them hand-knitted socks.
Yay.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but do you like your socks?
I love my socks.
Okay, good. I feel like when you first put on hand-knitted socks, you're like, this is a little weird.
It is. It's weird to get used to, I will say. Like,
but then once you get used to them, you're like, these are the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so making everyone in the family socks. That's in progress because I have everyone's measurements now, and I'm just going through all the soft yarn. I wanted to try like a new color technique because I feel like all I do is make sweaters with cables. And then like plain stockinette socks. So I think I want to try either doing color work, or there is a type of knitting called brioche. I should show you a picture of it so you know what it looks like. Those both scare me though. So it kind of looks like that, where it's two colors.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but it looks cool. And so I thought maybe I could knit some colorwork socks. That might be a good way in. Because I've done some color work, but I didn't really know what I was doing.
I think since you're like so confident with what you're doing with socks, try it.
Adding in maybe, like that could be some cool color work.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. That's all from us for now.
Thanks for watching.